Alright, everyone. I didn't even realize I was looking this crazy when I went outside. But I woke up today, said my prayers, took a nice shower, regular day. Took the kids on a walk to the mailbox, not my mountain slash. Came back, got our packages, opened them up. Now I'm just here in the house. I told them we'll go back outside after we bring the packages back to the house because I didn't want them to walk with the packages in their hand. Come back to the house now, and all I see is smoke. I'm like, where's this smoke coming from? Kima's like, well, the smoke. I'm like, what the heck? Like, I'm looking out my window and all I see is like big black smoke coming, and it's coming from all the way down the street. Let me show you guys how far I live compared to where the fire and the smoke was coming from. There's a mesh, but yeah, look, there's still a fire truck down there. They're still trying to evaluate the situation. The fire is happening all the way down there. Like, literally. I'm looking, and all I can see is smoke in the sky. Like, literally, all that white stuff up there, that was smoke, okay? Big black smoke. So, as all of this is happening now, I am literally like, whoa, like, what's going on, And the kids were worried, too, so we decided to step out and walk and take a walk down. And I'm going to show you what I seen on the walk down. Pay attention. Here's footage of a couple pictures that I took myself while the fire was going on to show you guys better what was the scenery. Basically, what's going on in this scenery right here is I'm getting to show you guys the fire up close of what's going on. So you're going to get to see the fire and the smoke coming up here. Look at all the smoke. I mean, they really did respond fast though.
Yeah, you should have seen it when it was first started though.
I didn't until I seen like the smoke. I was like, wait, hold up.
Though, like, oh my god, man.
You see like the buildings fall down.
I literally seen the beginning of it. Yeah, because I saw the black smoke. I'm like, what's that? Then I went over, literally, second.
Basically, my neighbor is explaining to me, he lives right across from me, to how he's seen the black smoke, and he was like, what's that? Like, what's going on? And then he decided to walk down, and he seen the whole thing collapse, basically. It was like a whole built-up compound, and the wood all fell down to the ground, like, completely. Like, as you see these built-up ones, the wood fell down, piece by piece.
I'm like, that sounds like it's smoke. And we got out and we saw the smoke.
I was worried that it was gonna catch there.
Yeah.
Just roll by roll.
Well, that's what would happen. That's what would happen.
That would be insane.
Well, you know, we fucking
Kind of have a noise in your background, but basically what's happening in this scene is the firefighters are currently trying to wet houses down, keeping them like in water, so that way if the fire, there happened to be pieces of it flying up at other houses, so they were wetting the houses down, trying to keep them wet, so that way they wouldn't catch or spark anything. And here in this scene we have me and my mom praying that the fire goes out.
Around here right now, Lord. We call your name, Father God. We ask that you send down the rain. This hour, God, we ask that you stop the winds, Lord, that this fire will be quelled in the name of Jesus. In the mighty name of Jesus, we ask you, Father God, that you will just cover everybody in this neighborhood, God. Cover the houses, cover families, cover the children, oh God, from the inhalation of this smoke, Father Jesus. We come before you and we beg you, oh God, give us a break in this moment, oh God, that these firemen will be able we plead the blood of Jesus, Lord. We ask you to cover us, Lord, that you show up rain, that you give us strength to fight this fight right now in the name of Jesus. In the mighty name of Jesus, we ask that no more houses be lost, God. We ask that no more destruction comes to this community, Father God. Father Jesus, we pray. We call upon you in this hour, Lord. We call upon your name, Father God.
Here I have a couple more pictures for you guys, just showing you how the first responders were around the scene. They were pretty calm about the situation and pretty respectful towards everyone around. They did have to wet up all these houses, and it was a lot of hard work. You will see some first responders like struggling to tug their hoses, like how heavy these hoses are, and you really see how much muscle it takes to be a first responder and to like actually put the work in as a firefighter. And we want to commend them for this work and thank them very deeply, honestly. In this scene as well, you can really see how hard it is, like the water pressure. He has to sit on the hole so that way it doesn't even fly him up too, you know? Flowing. Falling. All you see is everything getting wet. Dripping all the way down. So what's happening now is they're bringing a fire truck over here. And they're definitely going to pull the hose out to spray it out. They have different color hoses on this, I'm guessing, for like the certain occasion. There's green, yellow, red, and orange. I imagine the red one to be the most powerful hose. Look at this jogging. This is heavy. You can tell this is a lot of strong work. At this point, you can sense the water. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys seen the water spectacles fly onto my camera. I'm not very far off the land. You know, the water spectacles are flying, like the water is flying everywhere, kind of, you know. And they told people to back away from the site because you guys could see from the previous clip, like there were a couple people, you know, in front of the site, and they just wanted us to take a step back because water was going to start flying, you know, like splashier. But altogether, I feel like they're doing a really good job at putting out the fire. The more fire trucks came, the more like they got the fire to like be put out. But it was a lot. It took a lot of fire trucks, it took a lot of hoses, and they had to wet down all of these houses that were so close, you know, to the scene as well. And even then, a couple of my neighbors who live further down the street, like I did from the beginning of the video, you guys seen how far I am away from this scene. Their houses happened to catch like one of my neighbors' gardens. They told me that it caught a fire, you know, like it just a speck from the like ashes that's flying in the sky. It flew straight into her garden and like lit it up a little. And it was really a powerful fire, you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a huge fire. It was huge, you know. A couple cars got damaged. I think I got a couple pictures or a video that I can show you guys, but it was a lot of fire and a lot of damage going on. Police here. So at this point in the video, we were seeing firemen with tanks on their backs. So my assumption was that they had to go very closely to the smoke and inhale that. So those are gas tanks on their back where they got to, you know, trying to get to the route of the fire, or maybe, you know, trying to extinguish closer. No clue. I don't really know how fire stations work, but that's my assumptions. The fire was really deeply routed in the middle right there where I'm pointing at. And this is really what I was getting live, you know. It was a lot. Like, the fire would not stop. Here's a couple more pictures of what's going on around us, you know. This is the fire truck that I had right in front of me. I'm getting closer to the scene now, trying to get footage for you guys close up. And here I am seeing a lady with her hands on her head. Apparently one of the cars that got burnt down was hers, you know, and it was very devastating for her. I imagine seeing her car like that. I could not imagine myself in this situation where I'm seeing my car and it's like completely totaled. Like, if you guys seen the cars, you can tell how burnt they are. I'm pretty sure I got close enough for you guys to see. We'll see in a moment. my god, I didn't even realize there were fire trucks over here too.
My God.
Look at it. I didn't even realize they had them up there too. They pulled out the ladders and everything. Now right here in this clip, I don't know if you guys can see the cars or not. They're pretty far, but right there along that line of firefighters in the back, the cars are totaled, like they're burnt. That's your car? There was like a basic 3, 5, like there's about 7 fire trucks here. Right now, for it to be 7, you know, that's over 5. I'd say a lot of fire trucks. Maybe there was 6. I don't know. But I've seen a lot of them, and that's just how much it's taking to put out this fire. It was a huge fire, pretty huge. You know, chip wood. Because when we're building these houses, so cheap. And it's crazy. It's huge. Here is a couple more pictures I took of the first responders. I don't know what they're doing here. You know, they're just probably talking about the whole situation and how they're going to continue to handle it. And here's a couple brief photos of the rest of what's going on along the lines of this incident. It's very tragic because, you know, people already bought these homes, and insurance obviously is going to, you know, probably play a role in this whole thing. Here's a picture of a fire truck. I thought it was pretty awesome, the engineering of the fire truck. I just wanted you guys to see that. Thank you to the fire workers for this work and for placing themselves in the line of fire each and every day that they go out to like extinguish these things. It's not always easy, and we want to thank them for this line of work. Without them, there would be disaster. Alright, y'all, so this was very much the experience that I seen along the lines. I wanted to make this video just to share it with you guys so you guys could see like what was going on. Like, it was actually pretty stunning. Like my life was flashing before my eyes because anything could happen, you know. The way the ashes and every flame was flying, it was crazy, you know. My mom was crying, my little sister was crying. She thought somebody could have been dead. She was crying so much. My mom was like crying because she's like, that's really tragic, you know, that's somebody's house. And although it wasn't at the time, she didn't know like it was just the construction site, it would still be tragic, you know, one way or the other. And yeah, I want to thank everyone who was wondering if people were okay. Everyone's okay. Only people who's not okay is probably people who already purchased this property, and it's like, you know, their development is not going to be ready. Thank you guys for tuning. Stay safe, stay blessed, and live life each and every day like it's your last, because you never know when it can be taken away from you. Just this incident, any other incident in life, it shows lifespan, you know. Thank God each and every day that you wake up and live life like it's your last moment here. Honestly, live in the present moment. It's what we got. Don't dwell on the past, don't dwell on the future. You're here now. Do this. That's why I did this right now. Stay safe, keep your head up. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and have a blessed day. Stay safe.